Yeah. My daughter,
I gotta,
no, she was an elf, for example, you know, stuff. She couldn't fathom that every child doesn't have this, cause she's grown up in.
Kevin Schaefer, can you hear me?
So,
I
Kevin
can.
Schaefer,
no, they don't have this kind of thing in every time, you know.
can you?
I can, yes.
I can't hear you though.
Can't hear me?
It's reminds you of.
Why can't I hear him?
things That it's an experience. Right, it's cold, but not bitter, bitter. It was warmer last year.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there was like no
That year
snow.
was warm too. Last night was, or Saturday was cold.
I can't, hold on a second, I gotta get, I can't.
Can you do your audio? Sorry, I won't micromanage.
Can you hear me
I
now?
always say that, but I won't.
Kevin, I can't hear you.
Okay.
Can't.
So. It seems like it's so close.
Is he muted?
Really is.
No.
Like, I'm like, can I just give you kids like
There
an
we go.
IOU that I owe you this much money, just go on Amazon.
I still can't hear you.
Yeah,
The age too.
Yeah.
Can't hear you, Kevin.
So,
Okay.
they're like teenagers.
Why will?
The youngest is 11 and she's still trying to convince me
Recording?
that she wants to believe in Santa Claus. My ass, you know.
Test.
Testing,
Yes.
testing.
Kevin, can you check, see if you're muted on your end?
I'm not
You're
muted.
not? Darn it.
You know, sign language.
Just a minute. Let me try something different here.
There you go.
Tell him to call you on his telephone and put on speakerphone.
Well, we should be. able to
No,
hear
I
him
mean,
over
yeah, we,
the-
This is how old people handle technology.
I know what I need to do.
okay. I don't know. I think, okay, good. Yeah, yeah, to do something there.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, 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 okay.
Did you plug it in?
I had to switch the audio in there.
Did you reboot? Okay. It is already 6:31. We should call this meeting to order. A clerk is not able to be with us tonight, so City Administrator Melton will fill that role. Would you please call the roll?
Alderman Bruckner.
Here.
Buckwalter. Dunn. Mahaffey.
Here.
Schlegel.
Here.
Travell. Tickler.
Here.
All right. Recite the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I did not see anybody signed up for public comment. I will take a moment to remind everyone, this is our one and only meeting for December, last meeting of the year. And don't forget, for non-police personnel, we moved the holidays. So Thursday, Friday, 25, 26 of December, and Thursday, Friday, 1, 2 of January. So City Hall will be closed those days and non-police personnel will be off those days. You have a report from the chief in your packet. Anything to add? Okay. Nathan is here. Do you have anything?
Yeah, 35 got canceled because of weather. We have plenty of shirts if people want to buy them over at City Hall. They're $20 and then mine will still go to the pantry, so trying to get rid of all those shirts so we can get it to the pantry. And
Okay.
we had a big turnout for bingo, Christmas here, Christmas bingo here, and Barto's dressed up as a elf. I don't know if they saw that on Facebook.
In front of it.
Hey,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's great. It was a good time. We had around 45 people. It was a good time.
Okay. You have the consent agenda composed of 3 items, the meeting minutes from last meeting, bills payable, and Historic Preservation Commission meeting minutes. Does anybody wish to pull anything from the consent agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve the three items in the consent agenda? Okay, moved and seconded, so. Is it Bruckner, Schaefer? It's on the table for further discussions. Are there any questions or comments on any of those three items? If not, would you please call the roll?
Bruckner,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Mahaffey,
Yes.
Schlegel,
Yes.
Travell. Yes. Tickler,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right, thank you. Software solutions for financial management, et cetera. We do have a guest. I'll ask the city administrator to tee this up, please.
As we've been just discussing and mentioned at the last council meeting about transitioning to a different software for City Hall, specifically utility billing, human resources, payroll, accounts payable, some community development, and that's like with code enforcement and permitting and that sort of thing. We've been looking at various software solutions. And I've invited Kevin Schaefer of BS&A Software Solutions online tonight to give us kind of the 5-10 minute spiel on BS&A software and kind of give you guys just a little snapshot of what they do here in Illinois. So Kevin, hopefully we can still hear you. So take it away.
All right, can you give me access to share my screen, please?
Oh, yeah, you have to ask me that, didn't you? Yes, just a minute.
It already should have just popped up. Would you hit allow? Then it should have allowed.
Oh,
Just-
try it again, Kevin.
All right, now we should be good.
Request again, Keith. There you go.
There you go.
All right, now you can all see my screen, correct?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, first, thank you, Brian. Thank you for the introduction, and thank you all for taking the time and allowing me the opportunity to share a little bit about BS&A software with you. I'm Kevin Schaefer. I'm a senior account executive with BS&A software. I've been with the company since 2011, so I'm entering my 15th year with the company. A little bit about us, because I don't know if you've heard of us before. We're located in Bath, Michigan. I'm guessing you've probably never heard of Bath, Michigan. So as Michiganders would say, it's right there, right? It's right next to Lansing, the state capital, the home of Michigan State University. We have about 325 employees right now. Our mission as a company is to be the trusted partner of choice for local governments, to deliver innovative solutions and best-in-class service, empowering our customers and their communities to thrive. And a little bit about that, our software is secure SaaS-based infrastructure. That means the software runs exclusively in the cloud, right? It was designed for, and that's the only place it will run. You can access it from anywhere in the United States. All that we do, 100% of it is local government, right? So whether it is a city, a village, a town, a special district, it is all local government, and it is all fund accounting, right? And the way that we've designed the software, as I mentioned, being in the cloud, SaaS-based for governments, we've also created an online self-service portal. And this will be very important for you to allow your residents to view and print utility bills online, to apply for and pay for permits. Basically any funds that they would need to pay to the village, they'd be able to do so, right, through the customer portal right there, making it much easier, giving them the services they probably come to expect just as things have evolved, whether it's their cable bill, if they still have cable, right? Maybe it's their credit card bill, their electrical bill, all of these things they're getting used to paying online. And as Brian mentioned, many different suites, right? So the financial management suite, from your budgeting to your accounts payable, your general ledger, that will be covered there. The human resource, payroll, time entry, the utility billing, another big piece. So with that, the residents, again, not only do we have the software that can control the utility bill, produce the utility bills, but that does allow them that portal where they can go in, they can see the bill, they can reprint the bill, right? They can sign up for auto pay, they can use their credit card to make a payment. The community development for those building permit applications. If there is any type of code violation or code enforcement, that can be handled. We can have our inspectors in the field on tablets doing inspections and having an update in real time. And then the last suite, we're not going to talk about today. That's all handled at the county level in the state of Illinois, and that's our assessing and property tax solution. So not really relevant to you, but that is something that we do as a company. But with the software residing in Microsoft Azure, right, it is going to make you far more secure, right? We're in one of the largest data centers. This is the one that powers your Office 365, powers over half the businesses in the United States. So it is very secure. It will require multi-factor authentication. If in the horrible, tragic, unforeseen event that the village were ever hit with ransomware, right, or the victim of a type of cyber attack, all of your financial data would be safe and secure because it resides in Azure and not on your network. So while you'd be able to access it from anywhere, it's keeping it separate and segregated at the same time. So a little bit about us and some of the things we do is, one, we want to work with our clients to help modernize outdated systems. So I'm very familiar with the system you're on. In fact, just in the last few months, we've converted 2 clients in Illinois from G-Works. Just 2 in Illinois, we've converted about 25 from G-Works in and of itself that were previously using the Simple City product. So we are familiar with that. We have an opportunity here where we can modernize your operations, right? We can make maybe like the invoicing process can become paperless. We can, look at the things, and Brian and I, we had talked about this in the demonstrations. I guarantee when our staff comes in to work with you in the implementation, a question will be asked during the discovery of, why is it we do this? And at some point, I'm sure we're gonna get one of 2 answers. Either one, I don't know, we've always done it that way. Or, right, they say it's the most dangerous phrase in the English language. The other we'll likely hear is, we have to do that with the software, right? The software is forcing us to do that. The way that we've designed our software, and some of our clients, the smallest of our client may have a population under 1,000 residents, right? And the largest has over 150,000. So the software is highly configurable. So we can configure it to meet the needs of the village. So while you may not use everything that the city of Skokie up near, Chicago does, you're probably going to use more than the village of Volo does. And with that, through our discovery process, we'll figure out what makes the most sense with it. The goal here, the way the software is designed, is today not everyone currently uses the system, but our goal is that we can improve collaboration across the village, getting more users to use the software. Now, the good news for all of you is we don't price the software based on a seat license basis. It's one price for the village. Anyone doing business for the village can have access to, should you choose to grant them, and it won't cost any more money for you. So the goal will be improving communication, improving collaboration, right? Using workflows so we can automate some processes. Another big one is to reduce the manual workarounds. Based on our demonstrations, right, the information that I had gathered in my meetings with the village, I feel there are a lot of manual workarounds being done. There's a lot of stuff that's produced outside of the system today, right? Our goal would be to produce as much as possible within the system, so at the click of a button, we can produce you an updated report. We're reducing the margin for error the fewer times we manually touch anything. So that will be one of the big things. Not that we're ever going to put Microsoft Excel out of business. We just don't want you to have to rely on Microsoft Excel for everything, right? And then the last one is ensuring the satisfaction. One of the things we do pride ourselves in, and I hope as conducting reference checks, I'm guessing you probably heard this, is our support is top tier, right? Second to none. We strive to get back to everyone in less than 1 hour, and usually our average times are significantly less than that. And that's when I say get back to 1 hour, that is 1 hour to have a support technician on the line that can assist you with it, not just a receptionist saying that we saw your call. So one of the other things that we do differently is the way that we handle the implementation, right? And the industry standard when dealing with ERP and local governments is typically a 50-50 work split, right? Where we would ask 50% of the work to be done by the village, 50% by the vendor. And, over our nearly 40 years of being in business, what we found is that would be nice, right? It'd be great for us, but what doesn't usually happen is the 50-50 split. And as we go through a software implementation, most likely most of your staff I'm going to guess the majority hasn't been through one. And if they have, they've been through one, maybe two, right? Whereas this is all that we're doing every day. So we've found by taking on the largest share of the workload, where we're doing about 80% of the work, putting 20% on our client, we are able to deliver a much better product. We're able to keep the implementations in a much more timely manner and deliver the vast majority of them within budget and within the timeline that we initially stated. So as far as the training and support, the way that we quoted this, we would be on site for that training. However, ever since March 12th of 2020, right, there's been a split where some people would prefer it remote. I do think we deliver a better product if we're there in person. I think your staff would retain it better. But some of the project you may prefer to have done remotely, we certainly can do whatever you would desire. Just a couple little interesting things about us. One, BSA Software is been listed a GovTech 100 company. So it's a top 100 company in 2025 that does business with government technology. We are a Microsoft Azure certified partner. And I assume you do use Office 365 at the village, correct?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and you've seen the seamless integration with our software, whether I'm sure it doesn't happen at your village, but I live in a college town here. So from time to time, the students will bounce a check on their water bill from time to time. We can generate a not sufficient funds letter right through Microsoft Word that can be emailed to them or printed out and mailed or attached to their records. So we know maybe after a couple of times, we shouldn't take a check from this individual anymore, right? And we can notate that in the account. We can have, if you're doing a building inspection, or maybe it's a code violation, we can generate a letter populating fields from the database that says we failed this inspection because there was not, the adequate number of outlets required on that wall, or whatever it may be. But simply by the results of what the inspector does, it generates that letter that can be emailed to the contractor or homeowner, or printed off and handed to them. And then lastly, I did want to include a client list. We have 100, I think we're at 171 clients in the state of Illinois right now. I did provide a couple to Brian that had recently converted from G-Works, but I'm confident you could contact anyone on this list and they would have positive things to say about our company. So with that, that's a little bit about us. Do any of you have any questions for me? All right.
Nope.
No.
I do appreciate your time. I know this is the last meeting before the holiday, so I won't take any more of your time. But if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Will do.
All
All
Thank
right.
you, Kevin.
Thanks for your time.
Yes. All right. Have a great day.
All right, thank you.
Good night.
You too. Very helpful. You're doing it all.
Okay. And
Try to line out, I was gonna say.
yeah, okay.
That's really good for residents, just to be able to do a credit card payment, you know what I mean? Because now you can't really do it unless you sign up for the auto pay thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we certainly, if I may add a few things.
Please.
Yeah, we certainly need to move away from G-Works. Their service is horrible. It's not even acceptable. In the public service area that we're in, because they have a front desk. Some of you may have your online accounts, but it's not very user friendly. It's supposed to be their new software solution for the future, but we still have to use the old system. It's just very antiquated. It doesn't work very well. And I've known of BSNA solutions for several years, just being in between police work and doing city administrative work now. It's just one of those companies that you knew were out there, and they have a great reputation. Like you said, there's 170 plus municipalities in Illinois that use it. So, I mean, that in itself should make you feel pretty good about a decision to go with them. I did reach out to three different municipalities. The first one, I can't, was Michael Peterson from Antioch. He's worked with BSNA for over 15 years. And from his reference check, he told me that 15 years ago, when he had 7 municipalities come together to basically do a joint software selection. And 6 out of those 8, 6 out of the 8 municipalities chose this specific vendor. And then within the next 2 years thereafter, all 8 of them signed with BSNA and they went through a complete process looking at several different vendors. And he also worked with BSNA at 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th municipality that he has brought BSNA solutions to in the Collier counties. Jody Hartman from Crystal Lake, I believe she's the one who laughed at me when I said we still have G-Works. One of the 3 had G-Works, and they said you are going to absolutely love getting away from them and going with BSNA. And then Brian Smith from Wheeling, he's a new customer, less than 2 years, and he says they love it. He would absolutely go with them all over again. And the pricing, every one of these said the big issue for them was pricing along with the solution. Of course, they're collar municipalities to Chicago. They're much larger. And they certainly probably paid more than we are going to. But they still, in all of their selection processes, felt that BSNA was the best solution cost-wise. So those are the 3 references that I checked.
And then the dollar figure, that's just a one time? Or is there a yearly?
The annual fee is 20 some thousand,
Okay,
which is part of that 100. And that's what we pay now for G-Works.
gotcha.
So really all we're paying for additionally is the transition and the training to move over to it.
And maybe come on site.
They're coming on site for 2 weeks. And then they have ongoing, just like our website. I can't say enough about our website vendor. I can go on there if I have a little problem and I have it fixed in a matter of minutes because they actually have community or customer service that's responsive. So I can't wait for that. So, but I just a reminder that even though you don't have to state it within the motion, but I am asking for you to waive formal bidding. And it's because this software meets our specific needs. Everything we're looking for in a package, they offer. A lot of the vendors out there only offer certain solutions. Pieces. Like might be just the financial side where and maybe not the utility billing or the permitting. This one, and I'm sure there's other software solutions out there that do, but of the ones that I'm familiar with and have looked at in the past, this one has everything we're looking for. And then also timing, we're not really on a time crunch, but we need to move to this solution sooner than later because G-Works is phasing out their old the old antiquated part of it. And we don't want to get into the newer front desk solution with G-Works and then change up. And then, so timing is an issue. And then just the extensive use by Illinois municipalities kind of shows and represents that they're a good product in the state of Illinois and that they're competitive. So with that, I would recommend you waiving the formal bidding process and select BSNA software.
So if council feels they have enough information, the motion that would be in order would be to waive competitive bidding and approve the contract as presented on your pages 11 through 37. If council does not feel they have enough information, we can get some competitive bids.
I'll make them. Second.
Okay, so Tickler moved to, that includes waiving competitive bidding and accept the contract as presented. Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Appropriate for any questions, comments?
I have a quick question.
Yes, please.
So if we go ahead,
To turn on your mic, just, well, is anybody even watching?
No, but
Okay.
it's good for the recording anyway.
Oh, it's better for the recording as
Yeah.
well, yeah.
so are we in the middle of a contract with the other company? And if we cancel that, would we be entitled to any sort of refund from that company?
Or penalty.
Oh, or penalty?
I'm gonna add to her questions.
Yeah,
Oh, no, and no. We just, unfortunately, we just paid for next year, but this is going to take probably 4 to 6 months to transition to.
Mhm.
So we will essentially double up on our licensing for a little bit. However, we will continue to keep G-Works at least through this entire next fiscal year because of record retention and having those older billings, everything in that software.
Is
So
that
we
something
will,
this company can port over for us? and
yes,
get
we are,
everything's-
we are going to convert as much of the data as possible, but there's still going to be a transition area where we are going to want at least a read-only type access to G-Works. So
Thank
yeah,
you.
there is that overlap, unfortunately. And there's no refund. But at this point, I don't,
But yeah, and with my risk management hat on, that protects the city
that as well, yes.
for FOIA and whatever else
Yep.
would come up, yeah.
And the Illinois Records Retention Act.
Thank you.
Good question.
Any other questions, comments, discussion?
We have, I use it with like front desk, or not really.
Not as much as we'd like,
Yeah.
just so we could get away from sending out mailings, postcards every month. And I'm hoping this will spark more use.
It will, based on all that they offer more, I mean, we had the same thing with CJ, the charter old portal was bad, didn't offer as much, and now we've like quadrupled our usage
Oh,
of portal usage because the portal. is
Because it's easier.
right.
Okay.
easier.
And up to date, and yeah, and that alone, if we get that kind of response out of it, that alone will make this worth it. Oh, Mom.
Yeah.
So,
What a lot of people are, like for me, I never wanted to sign up for the automatic pay because I wanted to control that every month, right?
Sure.
And I think there's a lot of people in our community that feel the same way.
Yeah.
So with this, it's not the auto pay or nothing, you can still keep
Right.
on going and pay.
right, and we don't really care that you pay online. We just want to be able to send you your bill online through email rather than,
And you can't even do that yet?
you can,
I get
yeah,
it.
people can elect to, but it's just not very user friendly.
Yeah, it's not.
Do they, maybe I missed it, do they have an app that would be that all this would be?
Well, I don't know if it's a mobile app specifically, but it is mobile device friendly. You know how websites
Yeah.
have that mobile. I don't know, you're the tech here.
We're gonna be asking you that.
I don't know what they call it.
You are
Yes,
consultant.
it's compatible with mobile devices.
Okay. Thank you. Any further questions, comments, discussions? If not, would you please call the roll?
Bruckner,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Happy,
Yes,
Schlegel,
Yes.
Develop,
Yes.
Tickler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Finally,
Thank you. Shelley and Barb.
yeah,
thank
they
you.
were. Yeah, there are stories. I've
There are.
only heard anecdotes and I won't share them. Finally, in conjunction with the solar installation to power the wastewater treatment plant, we need to have an agreement with ComEd, which unfortunately runs several pages and several is being nice. But because we go in behind their meter, they require this agreement. As City Administrator Melton teed up in his email to you from Friday, it's a standard agreement which has been reviewed by City Council, Attorney Council. That means not council, but council. And is a standard and meets all the requirements for such agreements. As I say, unfortunately, it's just really, really long, but it is standard. So, and there is no financial impact to the city because again, the folks we signed the agreement with, take all of that on themselves before they start billing us for kilowatt hours. Is there a motion to approve the interconnection agreement with ComEd?
second.
Okay. Is there any discussion or questions? Again, I apologize for the length of the agreement. But it is boilerplate. It is standard in such situations and both parties. I mean, our attorney and the company have been involved in this in several situations. I don't think it's an exposure to the city. Questions, comments? Hearing none, we can do this on voice. All those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you all very much. We will see you in January. A motion to adjourn is always in order. Anybody opposed? Hearing none. At 7:01, I declare we are adjourned. Thank you.
I think that's my short of the so.
Yay.
So that was, 30 minutes. We've had them
Shorter.
a couple shorter, but
I think Gordon's like 15 minutes.
we had 17 or something, yeah.